probably you are wondering if you can use AI with Rust, and if so, this video is for you, because I want to show you a feature I implemented recently for Rustify.com. This is this feature of showing the code that is used inside this component, and I've done that all using AI, all vibe coding actually, or prompt engineering, as you name it. And actually, I didn't touch the code. Everything was done with AI. I will show you the code just after. I will even discover the code with you just after. And yeah, it was all done with AI, a feature like this, all in Rust, and in maybe 1 hour or something like this. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I didn't check the code yet. To be honest, it's not best practice, but I have a good way of prompting AI, so I know the code is good, but I still want to discover that with you. Okay, so this is the deploy website, but if we go inside my codebase, up, so I will remove this, so I will discover that with you, and this way you can also see how I look into the codebase, even if I didn't implemented the feature myself, and it was done maybe a few days ago, so I don't have things perfectly in mind. Okay, so first thing I do is that, so you see that here it's Rustify.com blocks. Okay, so I know that this is the blocks domain, and I've changed that recently, but if we go inside blocks, okay, so we have block entry. Okay, so maybe this is good. Okay, block entry, I think that can be interesting. Okay, block free. Okay, block file tree item. Okay, perfect. But I wanted to show you first that in Rustify.com there are different domains, and there is a domain blocks. Okay, and inside blocks we have routing, so the blocks layout, and the blocks page. Okay, we have different domains and different components, sorry, and we have also a block entry. And this block entry is used inside this. Okay, so I will discover that with you, but I'm pretty sure of this. So yeah, first thing, when you want to ship Rust in production, advice I give you is to use domain for this, because it's easier to understand the code better, and it's also help AI a lot. Okay. So we have this component. So blocks. Okay. Block entry. So after we have different blocks. Okay. Pricing blocks. Footer blocks. Okay. So here you can see that we have the login blocks, then we have sign-nav, headers, footers, and so on. So this is exactly what we have here: sign-nav, header, FAQ, and so on. So maybe if we go inside here, maybe we will have something. Okay, so maybe not here. Okay, maybe it will be easier to check this. So maybe this way it will be easier. So as you can see, we have files here. Okay, so I guess it would be good to check this, because it's something that you see for everyone. So maybe if I check this, it will be easier. My goal here is to understand first the sign-nav that is here. So if you look at this, okay, so maybe we can find this way. So block code panel. Okay, so this is what we want. Okay, so perfect. And then the other thing we don't need. Okay, so my bad, actually it was this. So components code block code panel, it will be easier to understand. Okay, perfect. So we have this, and perfect, we have block file tree. Okay, so the files is here. Okay, perfect. And inside here you can see that in Leptos you can use for, and it's a way to have a for basically, and also to make sure that you don't have issue with the different keys that you have. Okay, and here you can see that we have the block file tree node. Perfect. Okay, so it's here also. So we have different components. Okay. Okay, so usually what I do also, sometimes I like to do this way. So to have function like this, because you can see that here it's a function that we expose. Okay, so we expose only block code panel, but here you can see that in block code panel we are using different function inside here. But this is only internal. Okay, so we have block code header, block code file tree, block code file tree node. So the block code header, I'm assuming that it's what we have here. Block file tree, I'm assuming this is here, and also for the tree node. Okay, so we have this. Okay, so block code panel. Okay, so highlight code. Okay, probably the name is not perfect here, but it can work. Okay, so perfect. So here you can see that actually the code block, the block code panel. Okay, on the left we have the say nav, let's say, and on the right we have the code itself. Okay, so here we have the block file tree. Okay, and on the right we have the block header and so on. So here actually this, my bad. So this is actually all the say nav that we have on the left. Okay, and inside we have, as you can see, different nodes. So this is a node, and it renders different code. Okay, so I'm pretty sure of this. So we can check block file tree item. Okay, so I don't like this. This is not good, but anyway. And here, as you can see, so we have the collapsible, and the collapsible is all of this. Okay, and inside, so we have block file tree node, and here we have the block file tree item, and here you can see that we have the file and the folder. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. Because we need an name also for this, it's easier to use. And we have the name and the index. Okay. And basically, so we have a file, we have a folder, and why we are using this enum, because depending if it's a file or a folder, we want to render different components. So this is, I'm assuming this is what we have here. Yes. So here you can see that we match the item, and depending if it's a file or a folder, we render different components. So here, when it's a file, it's just a simple button, okay, that we have here, okay. Usually also what I like to do is to okay, so this is not really good. I should change this, but I will do this after. But usually also what I like to do is to have a data name, because this way, when we inspect, I will show you if you want. The issue here is that when I inspect, I don't have any data names, and it would have been much easier actually to have data name, and this way maybe I would have found this earlier, but it doesn't really matter. And when it's a folder, what we use is a collapsible. Okay, so collapsible, I've done that also recently. I think it's here. So this is a bug. I should fix this. Okay, so if I go here, collapsible. So this is a new component, and as you can see, so this is animated. And now if I go back here, code, so this is using collapsible. Okay, so pretty simple. And as you can see, if you are coming from a React or TypeScript background, probably you are already understanding this. And if you are still wondering if you should use Rust with AI, probably yes, because as you can see, the code is still quite good, not perfect, but quite good, quite simple to refactor, and still it's very easy to understand. And I'm using Rust, so it means that I have a secured and fast application, and I can use the same types for both backend and frontend. This is the main benefit of using Rust also for frontend. So yeah, very, very simple, as you can see. Also, if you are still watching this until the end, so it means that you are probably interested in using Rust for full stack application. Probably, if you want to have more info about this, we have a bootcamp. We have also a coaching. You can check this on rustify.rs. You have the full program here for full stack. You have all the info that you need here. So it's 9 weeks. And by the end of this bootcamp, you will be able to build Airbnb clone. So I will show you also if you want. So it's Rustify.app. So we'll be able to build this. It's all using Rust for backend and frontend. So by the end of the program, you will be able to build this. Also, it's cross-platform. I forgot to mention, but it's cross-platform. If you look at rustui.com, you can see that you can download for macOS, Linux, Windows, and with the Airbnb clone, it's also the same. Okay. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope it was interesting for you, and feel free to leave a comment or leave your thoughts also, and see you next time.